Welcome to the deep dive on Tech Talk Central. I'm Sarah.
And I'm Nathan. Hello, everyone.
Today we're getting into something lots of you ask about, over-ear versus on-ear headphones.
Yeah, it's a really common question. And it's more than just, how they feel in your head. It really impacts the features you get, or maybe don't get.
Exactly. So our mission today is simple. Give you the info you need. We've picked two specific models from the same family. The JBL Tune 670NC, that's the on-ear one.
And the JBL Tune 720BT, the over-ear.
Right. And we're using these to really unpack the trade-offs, comfort, features, performance, what changes when you pick one style over the other.
Okay, let's unpack this
Yeah.
because this is where it gets interesting. You might think bigger headphones always pack in more tech, right?
Usually.
But when you look closely at these two JBLs, it's actually surprisingly nuanced, especially when you get into noise control versus just pure battery life. The differences aren't always what you'd expect.
Okay, so let's start with the basics then. The form factor itself and portability.
Right, so both are from the JBL Tune series. Lightweight designs, comfortable, aimed at being easy to carry around. And importantly, both are foldable.
Which is great. Makes them easy to just toss in a bag.
Definitely. But the fundamental difference is where they sit. The on-ear, the 670NC, rests directly on your ear cartilage. Smaller contact area.
And the over-ear, the 720BT.
That one has larger cups. They're designed to completely enclose your ear, creating a seal around it. And that basic difference affects comfort, maybe heat buildup, and definitely weight.
Let's talk about that weight, because for wearing them hours on end, it matters. The over-ear 720BT comes in at 220 grams. That's about 7.8 ounces. Still light for an over-ear, but...
But compare that to the on-ear 670NC.
Yeah.
It's noticeably lighter, just 174 grams, or 6.1 ounces.
Okay, so that's a 46-gram difference.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like a huge amount, maybe like a golf ball, but, have that sitting on your head for 6, 7, 8 hours.
You'd notice it.
You absolutely would. So for long-term wear, that lighter weight gives the on-ear an edge in pure comfort, less strain.
So the on-ear 670NC wins on being lightweight and low profile. But does that smaller size mean you sacrifice elsewhere, like performance or features that maybe only fit in the bigger over-ear model?
That's the key question, isn't it? Let's look at where they're actually the same. Baseline performance. First up, sound quality.
Okay.
Both of them feature what JBL calls JBL Pure Bass Sound. Now, this isn't just marketing fluff. It's referencing the kind of audio tech they use in big music venues. So sound-wise, you're starting from a really solid, consistent place with either pair.
Good to know. What about connectivity?
Also very consistent and modern. Both use Bluetooth 5.3.
And why does that specific version 5.3 matter to someone just listening? Is it just faster pairing?
Well, it's more than that. Bluetooth 5.3 is really about efficiency and stability. Yes, pairing might be quick, but it uses less power to maintain that connection.
Ah, so that helps the battery life we'll get to later.
Exactly. Better power management for high-quality streaming. Plus, it's important for stable hands-free calls. And both models have this feature called VoiceAware.
VoiceAware, right, that lets you hear your own voice on calls.
Precisely. You know how sometimes with headphones on, your voice sounds weird and muffled inside your head?
Yeah, and you end up shouting without realizing it.
Right. So VoiceAware feeds a bit of your own voice back through the headphones using the mics. It sounds much more natural, stops that occlusion effect so you speak normally. It's a small thing, but makes calls way better.
And multi-device connections, can they connect to a phone and laptop at the same time?
Yes, that capability is there. The specs for the on-ear 670NC specifically call out multi-point connection, meaning it can handle two Bluetooth devices simultaneously. So yeah, you could be watching something on a tablet, a call comes in on your phone, and it switches over seamlessly. Pretty standard for good headphones now.
Okay, so sound and connectivity are pretty much on par. Let's talk battery life, because you hinted there's a difference.
Oh yeah, a big difference. This is the first major split, and it really comes down to just physics. The bigger cups on the over-ear 720BT mean more space inside.
For bigger battery.
Exactly. So the over-ear 720BT gets up to a massive 76 hours of battery life.
76 hours. Wow.
It's huge. Think about that, over 3 full days of listening without needing a charge.
Yeah.
That's fantastic for long trips or if you're just bad at remembering to plug things in.
Okay, so what about the on-ear 670NC then?
Still really impressive, but it comes in at up to 70 hours. Now, that's with Bluetooth on, but the active noise canceling turned off.
Ah, okay. So using ANC will reduce that 70-hour figure.
Naturally, yeah. ANC processing takes extra power. But still, 70 hours is fantastic endurance for such a light pair.
And charging, are they different there too?
Nope, identical here. Both have a speed charge feature. If you're caught out with a dead battery, just 5 minutes of charging gives you 3 extra hours of music.
That's super useful.
Really is. And a full recharge from empty takes 2 hours for both models. So very convenient charging on both sides.
And customization, can you tweak the sound?
Yep, also the same for both. They both use the free JBL Headphones app. You can pick preset EQ modes in there, or if you like getting hands-on, you can adjust the EQ curve yourself to get the sound exactly how you like it.
Okay, so sound, connectivity, charging speed, customization, all pretty consistent.
Right, which brings us really to the critical difference, the main trade-off. And this is where things get, well, kind of flipped from what you might assume. Noise control.
Okay, this is the big one.
This is where the smaller, lighter on-ear model, the 670NC, actually pulls ahead in terms of tech features.
Really? How so?
Because the on-ear 670NC includes adaptive noise canceling, ANC.
Okay, let's break that down. What does adaptive ANC do?
So ANC uses microphones both inside and outside the ear cups to listen to the ambient noise around you, like the rumble of a train or office chatter or engine noise on a plane. Then the electronics inside generate an opposite sound wave, an anti-noise signal, that effectively cancels out that background noise before it reaches your ear. The adaptive part means it's smart about it. It constantly adjusts the level of cancellation based on how loud and what type of noise is around you.
So it creates that bubble of quiet for focus or just enjoying music without distractions?
Exactly. Zero distractions.
Yeah.
And the 670NC doesn't stop there. It also bundles in what JBL calls smart ambient features.
Like letting some sound in when you need it?
Precisely. You get ambient aware, which lets in important background sounds like traffic noise if you're walking, or station announcements so you stay aware of your surroundings.
That's important for safety.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And then there's talk through. You tap a button, the music volume drops way down, and the mics amplify voices nearby. So you can have a quick chat with someone without taking your headphones off.
Those are really useful practical features, especially for commuting or office use.
They really are. Now, here's the twist. The bigger model, the over-ear 720BT.
Doesn't have the adaptive ANC.
Correct. Its noise control is listed simply as sound isolation.
Which basically means passive noise blocking.
Exactly. It relies purely on the physical design, the padding of the ear cups, and the seal they create around your ear to physically block sound from getting in. It works pretty well for higher-pitched noises, but it won't actively cancel out those low-frequency drones like ANC does.
So wait, the smaller, lighter on-ear gets the advanced active noise-canceling tech plus the smart ambient modes, while the larger over-ear just relies on the physical seal and focuses on maximizing battery life.
That's the core trade-off right there. Seems counterintuitive, right?
It really does. Why would they do that? Why put the more complex tech in the smaller package?
Well, we can only speculate, but it likely comes down to targeting different users and maybe cost. Implementing good adaptive ANC is complex and adds cost. You need extra mics, processing power, careful tuning. Perhaps they positioned the 720BT as the pure endurance champion. Max battery life is a clear, simple spec to market.
Yeah.
Maybe the 670NC is aimed more at the commuter or the office worker who values that sophisticated noise cancellation and the ambient features above, squeezing out every last hour of battery.
That makes sense. They're splitting the features to appeal to different priorities. You choose what matters most to you.
Precisely. So what does this all mean for you, the listener, trying to decide?
Okay, let's synthesize. If you prioritize having the best noise-canceling tech, if you need that silence for focus, or you want those smart ambient features for commuting, and you value a lighter, more portable design, then the on-ear 670NC is probably the better pick, even with slightly less max battery.
Right. But if your absolute top priority is just sheer battery endurance, you want that incredible 76 hours, maybe for multi-day trips where charging is tricky and you're okay with relying on the physical sound isolation from the ear cups rather than active cancellation, then the over-ear 720BT is built for you.
It's fascinating how the form factor doesn't automatically dictate the tech level here. The smaller one packs the more advanced noise management.
Yeah, it really challenges assumptions. So the final provocative thought for you is, what's more valuable for your listening habits? Is it having those extra hours of playtime in the tank? Or is it having that smarter adaptive technology actively managing the noise around you?
It's a choice between maximizing endurance and maximizing the tech features within that noise control space.
You got it. You have to decide which benefit ultimately serves your needs best.
Well, we hope this deep dive has helped clarify the key differences and maybe made that choice a bit easier for you. It really shows how subtle design choices can lead to quite different user experiences.
Absolutely. And if you want to check out the latest prices or find deals on either the JBL Tune 670NC or the 720BT, be sure to look for the links down in the description below.
And please don't forget to subscribe to Tech Talk Central for more deep dives like this one. We really appreciate the support. Thanks for tuning in.
See you next time.